Well, there was a surprise update today at FullTilt Poker, and okay, that's nothing new, but this one included a new game called Rush Poker. One thing you can say about FullTilt Poker is that they are always thinking about new ways to keep poker players interested and excited about playing. Now, Rush Poker adds an element of speed to single table play of no limit to Texas Hold'em cash games, whereby you are immediately transported to a new table every time you fold your hand. This is done instantly, allowing you to play hundreds of hands per hour. Now, this is not turbo speed like as you would have seen in tournaments. This is more physically changing the makeup of your table, allowing you to change in as many hands as you're comfortable with. The faster you fold your hand, the faster you fold your hand, the faster you get to see your next hand. The way the software allows you to do this is by placing you amongst a pool of players who were also waiting for the next time to start a new hand. This means you can be put in any position and be facing any combination of any players that are active in the pool at that very moment. Truly an interesting concept here, and FullTilt should be commended for their forward thinking, which has really kept them as the leaders in the online poker market, at least as far as features go. The only time I found that I had to wait in this game was when I was in the big blind, and that basically meant that I had to wait for somebody to raise or just check fold to me. Pretty much any other position you can ignore, you can basically just glance at your hand, click fold or quick fold, and you're off to another table. All right, so it's fun, it's action packed, and it demands your considerable concentration, I might say. As you can see, though, I'm using Hold'em indicator here, which is picking up the hole cards and odd scenarios, but it cannot reasonably pick up any profiling information here because, well, I'm only displaying the 9 players at this table, and I'm actually playing hundreds of players. They change every hand. So that's going to be interesting to see what third-party software is able to pick up statistics instantly as you change the table, and if they're fast enough to pick up that information on the very first hand you're seated. Hold'em indicator is very fast at picking up hole cards, but usually you got to wait at least one hand to track any any historical information you might have on another player. You know, it's more like the likely scenario here is that you won't be playing this game using any kind of profiling whatsoever. It's more like playing the 300 starting chip super turbos when you're simply playing your hand. In other words, it's going to be difficult to be feeling out players when you're playing at, like 300 more hands and table combinations every hour. It's just not going to work. You're really playing for speed here. So if you eliminate profiling from this game, there will be other rules of engagement, should I say, in order to stay profitable in this type of environment. Of course, FullTilt is just going to rake in much more, rake. But if you can focus for a couple hours, you could be seeing as many as 1,000 hands. Think about that. I could see playing tight, solid, aggressive could be working under these circumstances, but, I also noticed a lot of blind stealing going on here. Players were already sort of trying to take advantage of the fact that players sitting in the blinds, they might not even be there, and you really can't tell because they're on autofold, and they're actually at another table already looking at another hand because they're not interested in playing their 7-3 offsuit in the blinds. It's going to be interesting to see what games and buy-in levels FullTilt expands this to, and how popular it's going to be with other players. Can't knock the innovation, though. And, of course, nonetheless, another industry-leading innovation from FullTilt Poker. You can find the Rush tables in your lobby in the top left corner. It's Marty Smith signing out for PokerCalculatorReport.com. Ciao.